Alright, Abusia, ya mo bibia kwaba. So so aba POG Media. So make sure say afei na waba obe like na subscribe na afei so my share dwumadi no. I'm a from nsa etumi aka. And please don't forget to click on notification bell so I'm a brand no. And political updates be the channel no so bia no. Onso onsa etumi aka na wa share na afei so asa so atwe wa adwene. Na Abusia ensem ekoso my Ghana mu a yes, so ya the penny say brand no any political trending stories are make headlines and I say make waves my concrete Ghana no POG Media the beba bedom ya bedwafo and ebusuafo nende idi ensem and ekoso political highway so national security team led by Richard Dapa and I just me already Dr. Mahama Bawumia, former vice president ni ADC and I say AD camp in the house Bushia scatter or Marcos Scatafio one any Marco Kikabum no and Yensem Kumaba Noma Potia or Mokoya or Mokuhun or dining media in ya embam tuja. Nenso time national security team no led by Richard Dapa or Mubura Bawumia ni ADC ni fie wa chese omo se ni China do bura ne demo keka ne ma bom no de ni nyina videos ababo ntia busua enye asem kuma enti ye bra panyini Black Rasta ena de nsem no mu twemu abadom ya mepesa bedwafo be me akọ ne akwakotie ensem no mu bi nansa na ebekọ no me sure se wo nsem kai bia wo de be share your comment section we like share dwumadi no ma afofo nso nsa entumi enkabi medamase
house raided. Who is Bawumia? That's Bawumia, the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana. He was the king of lies in his tenure of office. He was crowned the king of lies in our country. He told the country so many lies. Little did he know that those lies were going to come biting him back. And when he was looking for the mandate to be president, Ghanaians reminded him of the numerous lies he told the country. According to his own spokesperson during the campaign and campaign chairman, he was so embarrassed anytime tapes of his lies were played back to him. My brother, my sister, the man standing behind him in police uniform, that was his ADC. Aide de camp. Some people say aide de camps. My brother, my sister, his house has been raided. And we can see pictures of a raid, remnants. Things have been opened. My brother, my sister, the house has been ransacked and have been left in this condition. My brother, my sister, who did the raid? And when we check it out, CCTV cameras were also disconnected, and so on and so forth. My brother, my sister, the national security operatives reportedly raided the residence of Bawumia's former ADC. My brother, my sister, run the story. Let's get the details. Now, some individuals identified themselves as national security operatives reportedly raided the residence of DSP Yakubu, the former aide-de-camp to the former vice president, Dr. Bawumia, on Saturday, April 15, 2025. Now, according to a report by MetroTVOnline.com, eyewitnesses claim that the operatives used force to break into the residence. Witnesses reported that the operatives used force to break down the gate of the residence despite the absence of any prior notice or clear explanation for their actions. Once inside, operatives proceeded to destroy the doors to the main bedrooms, further escalating the situation. Inside the home, the damage was extensive. The operatives reportedly ransacked the rooms, scattering personal belongings and causing considerable destruction. Even the contents of a mini mosque within the house were not spared from the chaos. The operatives removed the hard drive of the CCTV cameras from the premises. It noted, this is not the first time operatives of national security have raided the private residences of former government appointees. Dash it away. What is wrong with raiding the house of somebody who is suspected to be a threat to national security? Absolutely nothing. Why are we making a mountain out of a molehill? Are we waiting until some of these people that we suspect of the potential of visiting us with harm to explode before we start taking our security serious? There's no need to inform somebody whose house you're about to raid that you are coming. It's almost like telling your enemy that at 6 o'clock this morning, I'm coming to your house. Of course, you prepare them. You get them ready for any attack. You have to take them by surprise. That is the work of the security apparatuses that we have. In America, when they are going to raid areas where they believe illegal immigrants are, they do not give them prior notice. Same way, it is the duty of the national security to protect the nation. Today, if the national security fails in its duty to protect the nation, all the blame is going to go to the national security. We all remember the Minister of National Security in the past who went flashing his libido in front of a slave queen's camera. Kandapa. It was so disgraceful to the whole nation. The whole world laughed at us and asked us if we were serious about who our national security minister was. Today, if national security operatives decide that they have had a tip-off, and for that matter, they have to act swiftly, what is the problem? My only problem with this is when doors are broken down and items are broken into, we should be kind enough to fix those doors back. You cannot enter into a man's house, a man that you suspect of the potential to visit the nation with harm. Break down the door, break down some other such things, and when you find nothing, you leave it like that. No, it is not done. You have to be able to fix these. Come here. My brother, my sister, we have to open our eyes very attentively. Keep our ears attentive as well. And all our senses sharp enough to be able to tell who is an enemy to the nation and who is a friend to the nation. That's how come America is this powerful. They are swift in doing whatever it is to curb anything, what we say, to nip it in the bud. In fact, Richard Jakpa and his boys are doing a marvelous job. My only problem, as I said, is if you go to a man's house, raid it, destroy a few things in the house, go back there. On you to go back there and fix. Went to Palestine and I was returning. Somebody with a inside the bag a note that they had broken into the bag, they are taking nothing out of it, but they had videotaped everything that they
Alright, abusuya enti nsɛm mu bi ene ekokuti na achese National Security Team led by Richard Gakpa omwatimi abawura Dr. Mahama Bawumia AD camp fia achese busuya omo akwa skata ho a search a omo kɔbɔ ne ho ne de na enye search keto achese nyoma potin so a omo nsa ɛkan no fie ho ne de enya de a National Security Team no omo de aba betu dwan so time a omo bowura fie ho SS China doors ebi no wardrobe mu chese ne carpet asinyina omo bi search woni nyina de videos aba abonte ba nyoma potin a omo fa afri dem de omo nya mfamba beto abonte na busuya Black Rasta esa de to aso na chese oka late John Kum ne wife ho nsam ha busuya enya asim kuma chese kwesi yadai na ne wife ekoda nyame ase a chese na asori dem ho na ne wife no de nsam mi to da wo chese why disappointed power NPP gurus musan say promises ahodo a omo promise no nyoma omo ka so omo de bema no chese ensama abral John Kum ewuye no omo bekeka che no emu 30% kromo nyama no achese maame ne nsama ode atudwane de na areho sem papa enti mepesa musabe me akone akwakuti ebla Black Rasta edem maame ne num nsam atudwa
Kuma, he died, leaving so much money behind, as we were told. Controversies left, right, and center. His wife is a woman of God, Lydia Kuma. She has a huge church building right there at the Wager Junction. This is Lydia Kuma. In fact, in the lead up to her husband's funeral, she was ranting in the media, and many people spoke to her to cool down because a bereaved woman should not be this vocal. Then she went into oblivion. Now, there were also controversies around the death of the man. Many said he was poisoned by his own party members. Some even said that he was poisoned in Tamale and said that it was through guinea fowl meat. Nobody ever dies a natural or a certain curse that has been slapped on this person by some powerful person. But it looks like the woman is still mourning and crying. This time round, over neglect and disappointment. This is the story from Ghana Web. Disappointments, betrayal. John Kum's widow opens up demise. Run it, my youths. The widow of the late former Deputy Minister of Finance, John Kum, has opened up about life for her family following his passing. Speaking at a Thanksgiving service to mark the 1-year anniversary of the former Deputy Minister's death on Sunday, March 6, 2025, that's yesterday, Apostle Lillian Kuma disclosed some of the challenges her family has faced since his demise. She said that her family has experienced deep disappointments with people they trusted, turning their backs on them. What is painful is the disappointment, the betrayals, the rejections. People we thought would be there, the way they turned their backs on us, the lies, the deceptions, she said. The widow, however, noted that God has been faithful, helping them navigate the difficult moments after John Kum's passing. But through it all, God has shown us that he is even more of a husband, father, and brother than John. He has kept us, sustained us, and we are still moving on. So today, we call all of us here to join us to say thank you to God. As much as we want to cherish the memory of our late husband, a brother and a father, we also want to show appreciation to God for the strength in particular, she added. And we all know John Kum on Thursday, March 7, 2024, died Ghana was hit by news of the death of this man, who was then a deputy minister of finance and a member of parliament for the Ejisu constituency in the Ashanti region. He was aged only 45. He succumbed to an illness he had been battling with for several months. In fact, he was appointed deputy minister of finance by President Akufo in January 2021. He served as the member of parliament for Ejisu from 2021 to 2024. Dash it away. Where is this rejection from? Is it from the political party? Is it from family members? Or is it from friends? Or all of them? Of course, this is politics. As long as your thumbprint is no more necessary, you are not relevant. Politicians soon forget about you the moment your thumbprint is not relevant anymore. So, Lillian, you were enjoying the fruits of politics. These are the hazards. Yes, these are the hazards of the job. You may call it a profession. Whatever it is, he is dead now. He cannot contribute meaningfully to the party anymore. And for that matter, he's irrelevant. That's why I hate politics. My brother, my sister, now the solace will lie in the fact that John Kum left a hefty mountain of cash and belongings. We're all told how many mansions he built, both in Ejisu and outside Ejisu. In fact, Lillian Kuma's church was a little dot until her husband flourished in politics and they expanded it into a huge hall sitting right there on the junction called Wager Junction. Where is all the money John Kum left behind? As we're told in the media, is it enough to keep the family reassured? Or the family needs more? In times like this, money is not enough. In times like this, you will need a shoulder to cry on. In times like this, you will need more reassuring words. And if the wife says that there's regret because of rejections, disappointments, and much more, then you must know that this is more than just family and friend disappointments. It's more than that. It could be political. What has the NPP done for Lillian Kum since the husband died? Now that they are in opposition, they might not even be able to do much. So to John Kum's wife, Lillian Kum, bring her here. With all respect, everything has an end. It's sad that John Kum's life had to go at the age of 45. In fact, when your husband passed on, there were so many rumors, as you said. Some of them authenticated and others unauthenticated, concerning the inordinate wealth.
Okay, Abusia, into just winning some also our political highway, so just national security team led by Richard Dapper. Mwetimi already Dr. Bawumia ni ADC Hausa Bawu.Set Nyoma attestance sakano Bawumia ni ADC no ni fie ho no enyadia ababetodwa achese abusua enye asem kuma national security team no bo adwuma papa adwuma de yade a bobi Richard Dapa bo adwuma na bo ese bo adwuma achese black rasta so de eyele John Kum ho nsensem ebetudwa ewa na enam ne wife nsem a ode ababetudwa wotwe se o disappointed ewo NPP gurus mu achese disappointed na achese neoma promises ahodo a promise na nyade a ayemu fa abusua na no so akwayare ho sem tim de mesia na madabase se wode peni mekuti nsem a ekoso our political highway news. POG Media. Madam Ase.